Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers indicate that Drew Kane, Cameron Matheson, is still not aware of Nina Reeves' Cynthia Watro's involvement in drugging him. Thanks to Brad Cooper, Perry Shen, he is fully aware that Portia Robinson, Brooke Kerr, was involved, but is unaware that Nina is his co-conspirator. Drew could find out that Portia had a partner, and he could wonder if that partner could be Nina. Nina knows that Portia could give her up if Portia herself is exposed, and she worries that Portia will do just that. She also is worried that Drew could figure out that she was responsible and put the pieces together about her hiring Jacinda, Paige Herschel, as she struggles to cover her tracks when things start coming to the surface that could implicate her in the plot to drug Drew. Nina could become privy to the fact that Ezra Boyle, Daniel Cosgrove, plans to tell Drew that he'd hired Jacinda the night before she was with him, and that would not be good for Nina, as Ezra could pinpoint her with Portia dining at the Metro Court that night. Nina would try to stop Ezra from doing so, as Ezra would figure out that Nina and Portia were involved in drugging Drew. Nina would offer him a sizable payoff to keep quiet about all of this, and Ezra would happily accept, as it would help him with his election campaign. Nina would tell him that she would be happy to do anything she can financially for him. Running out of money, Jacinda would return to Port Charles to squeeze more money out of Nina. Nina would be shocked to see her, and hope that no one else sees her, and would tell her to lay low until she leaves town. Nina wouldn't be thrilled that Jacinda is trying to extort more money, but she would have no choice in the matter, and give her a lot more money than before to keep her away from Port Charles for good. Nina is continually trying to cover her tracks, but things keep getting in her way. Port Charles has never lacked for secrets, scandals, or betrayal, but nothing could have prepared the town, or Nina Reeves, for the fallout about to strike. For months, Nina has been dancing on the edge of a dangerous secret. She was behind the drugging of Drew Kane. But as guilt builds and pressure mounts, the web she spun begins to unravel. And when the truth threatens to explode, Nina will make a drastic, unthinkable move. One that could destroy not just Drew, but herself in the process. A sinister secret comes back to haunt. It all began with desperation. When Drew threatened to expose Nina's involvement in tipping off the SEC about Carly and Drew's insider trading, Nina panicked. The dominoes were falling too fast. She had already nearly lost Sonny over the SEC mess, and with Willow only just beginning to forgive her, Nina couldn't afford another slip-up. So she made a reckless choice. She had Drew drugged during his trip to Australia under the guise of a business meeting. At first, the plan seemed airtight. The symptoms Drew experienced, confusion, blurred memory, intense fatigue, were written off as altitude sickness or a virus. Even Drew himself didn't think twice. But secrets never stay buried long in Port Charles. Recently, Sam McCall has grown suspicious. Drew hasn't been the same. He's had moments of unexplained fogginess, and his memory has taken sudden, unexplained hits, none of which sit well with Sam, who knows Drew like the back of her hand. When she discovered that Drew never met with a contact in Australia he was supposedly flying to see, her instincts went into overdrive. Sam follows the clues. Determined to get answers, Sam has been quietly investigating on her own. She retraced Drew's itinerary, spoke with the airline, and even contacted the hotel staff. What she found was disturbing. Drew's room was mysteriously cleaned hours before his scheduled checkout, and surveillance footage from the hotel bar shows him being approached by a woman whose identity remains unknown. But it's a call to Damian Spinelli that blows the case wide open. With Spinelli's help, Sam obtains footage enhancement and discovers that the mystery woman bears a striking resemblance to a pharmaceutical rep who once worked for a now-defunct clinic, one with ties to Nina's late mother, Madeline Reeves. Even more damning, a delivery of a sedative with no medical necessity was logged under Drew's hotel room that night. Nina's name was nowhere on the record, but a burner phone registered to a shell company linked to Crimson Magazine was. Sam can feel it in her bones. Nina drugged Drew. The ticking clock. As Sam and Spinelli connect the dots, Nina is starting to sense the walls closing in. Carly has been giving her colder looks lately. Michael has stopped including her in family moments. Even Willow, who had been trying to rebuild their relationship, has suddenly pulled back after overhearing part of a tense conversation between Sam and Carly. And then comes the real blow. Drew confronts her. While he doesn't yet know the full truth, Drew has been piecing together flashes. He remembers a drink that didn't taste right, the way he passed out in his hotel room and lost hours. His instincts as a Navy SEAL tell him it wasn't an accident. When he quietly asks Nina if she knows anything about that night in Australia, her reaction is telling. She stammers. She changes the subject. Her hands tremble. And Drew walks away with a grim certainty. Nina's hiding something. A desperate gamble. Knowing that her time is running out, Nina turns to the only person she believes might still have her back, Martin Gray. He's been her legal advisor and confidant through her marriage to Sonny, and though even he is beginning to question her moral compass, Nina begs him for help. She spins a story, partial truths and half-lies, claiming she was only trying to protect Willow, to keep her family intact. She says Drew was threatening to ruin everything, and she made a bad judgment call. She begs Martin to help her make the problem go away. But Martin, realizing the criminal implications of drugging someone overseas, draws a line. You're not talking about damage control, he warns. You're talking about premeditated assault. And if you're caught, there's no talking your way out of this. With Martin refusing to help, Nina makes a bold and horrifying decision. She's going to frame someone else. A dangerous setup. Nina sets her sights on Selena Wu. With the mob queen's reputation and her ties to questionable business dealings abroad, Selena makes the perfect scapegoat. Nina leaks false information suggesting that Selena had reason to drug Drew, perhaps to stop him from interfering with one of her shipments in the Pacific. She plants evidence, including a falsified memo from the security company at the hotel, and a forged receipt linking Selena's associate to the shipment of the sedative. Then she anonymously tips off the WSB. Within 24 hours, Selena is pulled in for questioning, and she is furious. Not only is she innocent, but she knows exactly who's behind this smear campaign. Nina just made a dangerous enemy, one who plays a much more lethal game. The house of cards falls. Meanwhile, Sam and Spinelli get the final piece they need. A recovered phone number from the burner line links directly to a call made from Nina's office just days before Drew's trip. When confronted, Nina breaks down and confesses to Sam in a private moment, begging her to keep it a secret for Willow's sake. But Sam is livid. You put my daughter's father at risk. You drugged him, Nina. That's not a mistake, that's criminal. Word spreads quickly. Carly is the next to confront her, rage boiling to the surface. She accuses Nina of being the same manipulative woman she's always been, and worse, of dragging Drew into a scheme that could have endangered his life. Michael catches wind of the situation and pulls back all support. Willow, blindsided and heartbroken, can't believe her mother could stoop so low. Sonny, who has stood by Nina through worse, now finds himself questioning everything. How can he protect a woman capable of such betrayal? Nina makes a final, shocking move. With no one left to turn to and her world imploding, Nina decides to run. She books a flight out of the country using a fake passport, a backup plan Valentin once secured for her during the chaos of the Peter August saga. But before she can leave, she's intercepted by Selena Wu. Selena doesn't attack, doesn't threaten. Instead, she leans in close and whispers, "You made the wrong enemy. Run if you want, but wherever you go, I'll be there." Shaken, Nina flees. Whether she escapes Port Charles or is stopped before takeoff remains to be seen. But one thing is certain, Nina Reeves has finally crossed a line even she may not be able to come back from. Coming up next on General Hospital. Willow faces an impossible choice: forgive her mother or cut her out of her life for good. Sunny makes a heartbreaking decision about his future with Nina. Drew takes control of the situation, seeking justice, but not revenge. Selena Wu plots a quiet, devastating payback. And just when the dust seems to settle, another dark secret emerges, one that ties Nina's actions to a larger conspiracy no one saw coming. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our GH News 24 YouTube channel for more update news.